right. Thank you guys so much for having me today. I won't take up too much of your time, but I do want to tell you guys about this amazing company that we started back in 2021. I'm going to have some products to show around, so this is almost like Shark Tank X, if you will. All right. So a little bit about nSTZY. So when you look at nSTZY, one of the things that we've wanted to do with this brand is transform the way elite athletes use footwear in their performance opportunities. Um, nSTZY stands for Strength Through Zeal and Youth. For me, that is the essence of what we're doing here at nSTZY and how we're trying to change the game and change the culture in youth athletics, but also in just comfort and just sometimes you just want to pair of socks that make you feel like you're walking on clouds. So for me, that's always been important, especially as a former athlete. So a little bit about myself. This is a faith-based brand, veteran-owned brand. Um, so this was born out of COVID, if you will. When COVID came, I was doing drop shipping, and drop shipping just died for about 6 months. And when that drop shipping died, I was like, I have to figure out how to pivot. I'm an Aggie at heart, so that's something that I've learned is pivoting when you have to. And for us, we were able to pivot in socks. Why socks? Because from my drop shipping store, socks was the most purchased item. I was like, okay, well, we have something here. And then I wanted to take a little bit further and say, you know what? What if we created the most comfortable sock out there on the market right now? Because the competition isn't that good, but people buy it because of the brand, whether it's Nike, Adidas, whatever it might be. So we were onto something. And lo and behold, within less than 3 years, we were able to sell over 100,000 pairs of socks. Now, when you think about nSTZY, again, born in 2020, launched in 2021, took us about 8 months to get to market. But when we're looking at what we want to do, this is definitely innovative footwear, very stylish, but also we have a unique opportunity to impact lives with the young athletes that we're able to mold and touch. So when you think about the problem of nSTZY, so in 2021, a lot of things happened outside of everybody's trying to learn about COVID and how to live within COVID. But in the athletic world, something happened called name, image, and likeness, NIL. So NIL is an opportunity for some high schoolers in 30 plus states across the country, and also folks that are in colleges and universities to earn from their name, image, and likeness. And that happened in 2021, July of 2021, exact. So for us, we saw that there was a shift coming, and there was a unique opportunity to address a gap in the market where this brand new thing called NIL with all of these athletes all across the country, we had a unique opportunity for us to say, hey, we're a different type of company. We look at you guys in a holistic approach, and we want to sow into your lives, feed into your lives, but also for you to be able to rep a very, very cool brand. So for us, when we looked at that opportunity, we saw that problem, and our solution was, hey, nSTZY. So now we've been able to start and partner with various organizations. I've been able to partner with Kalu and Diane Tangavaloa, Tua's mom and dad, Alternative Careers and Sports Academy, my good friend Roderick Liptrot out there who started ACSA. And that's a financial literacy opportunity for young athletes to learn financial literacy as they're getting approached. Some signing deals upwards of $2 and $3 million, right? So we've been able to tie in the financial literacy piece, the mentoring piece, again, offering a holistic approach to how we are presenting ourselves as a brand. And as we continue to do this, we kept saying, all right, now it's time because NIL is over $2 billion industry right now. It's not going away. And now universities are going to be able to try to control it a little bit more. But at the end of the day, it still is out there prevalent. And we've been able to say, with these elite athletes, let's be that company that can meet their needs, not only their performance needs, recovery needs through our footwear and our product, but also through that financial literacy piece, through that mentorship piece, and being able to, if they want to talk to a professional athlete, we have a Rolodex full. If they want to speak with someone about financial literacy, Roderick does tours and Patrick Mahomes annuity. So he's great. And we've been able to address this doing NIL summits across the country and just in educating parents, educating folks, educating athletes about the opportunities that we have and that they have. So when you look at the market size, it's not small. The sports market is just going to continue to grow. Post-COVID, folks want to be out and want to enjoy those sports activities. So when you look at the market size, the TAM is about 300 billion plus. And then when you look at the serviceable market with that performance wear, that's going to continue to grow. We're about 6 billion right there. And then when you look at the serviceable attainable market, we're looking at all those high schools across the country, all those universities across the country that we're going to be able to partner with. We're already reaching out. A lot of high schools are reaching out to us by sheer of us. We're posting our marketing, but also I think a lot of folks see that we're different. We're different from some of the bigs, your Nike, your Adidas, and we're trying to change the game in what we're doing. So again, when you look at that competition, of course, everybody knows those big names, but I'd say nSTZY is a four-letter word, just like Nike. So at some point, and we have a pretty cool tagline. Our tagline is "Keep pushing forward," and for us, that's the essence of resiliency that every athlete has to go through at some point in their career, or even multiple times. And then when we think about our superpower, is that focus on that athlete first approach, as I keep talking about, that holistic approach. And for us being able to include our faith-based opportunities where we're able to showcase nSTZY roundtables where we have our good friend and partner Pastor Ed who's sitting at that round table and Pastor Q who's asking questions and having these young athletes just talk about some of their struggles, some of their adversities that they have, but also talk about some of those triumphs. And that's an elite athlete because they know they're good, but sometimes in between the ears is where they have to be great, right? And their foundation a lot of times begins in their foundation in Christ and God. So again, with our business model, and of course, Pastor Ed wears our socks every time he preach. So all right. And they don't have holes in them. They might be holy socks, but they don't have holes in them. But Pastor Ed preaches in them, and we are direct to consumer, business to business sales, and that's something that's really going to continue to grow. Strategic licensing, we've been able to work with. If you go to the game on the first at the UFL, we have San Antonio Brahma socks, so we've been able to work with them. I can say we're one step away from The Rock because he owns the UFL. So hopefully we can get The Rock to wear those. And then when you look at our customer lifetime value, we think we're just going to continue to have those customers believe in what we're doing because we are a smaller company. We all are a small enterprise, but goodness, the traction that we have has been phenomenal. We've been able to weather the storms, COVID and understanding logistics and manufacturing delays. Manufacturing just shut down without you even knowing, right? Nobody tells world about that, but then you have to figure it out as an entrepreneur and just keep pushing forward. So with our go-to market, again, we've already done some NIL summits. We want to do those across the country because what I've seen with those NIL summits is they're very educational because some parents don't really realize that their young athlete has an opportunity to earn from their name, image, and likeness. They've heard it and things like that, but they just really don't know. And then what do you do if, real example, one of our guys went to UCLA last weekend. They said, hey, will you commit to come here for 1 year? He said, I don't know. They said, what if we give you $700,000 to commit to come here for 1 year? Now him and his parents are thinking about it, right? So you start thinking about that. That's transformational wealth for some folks, right? What do you do with that money when you get it? So for us, we're able to have the opportunity to use Kalu and Diane because they raised two champions, one Tua and one Tao. Tao got paid $1 million to transfer from the University of Alabama to go to Maryland. Tua didn't get any NIL money because NIL wasn't in existence, but now Tua is one of the top five highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. So just that perspective is pretty cool. And then when you look at our 90-day plan, we really want to focus on our direct to consumer because at this point, at the end of May, we have 3 really good months, June, July, August, to really attack our manufacturing and make sure that we have adequate inventory ready to go for the fall. We have some amazing manufacturers. Our manufacturing is in Vietnam, we're in South Korea, we're in North Carolina, we're in Alabama, and we're in Guatemala. So we've been able to diversify our manufacturing from when I first became a member here at Connected. So, but that wasn't easy. But we've been able to do it, and now we have a unique opportunity to truly grow this brand. So this is our team. Of course, myself, Navy veteran, been able to do some startup-like programs through the Navy, through the Institute for Veterans and Military Families at Syracuse University, sponsored by and funded by Dan Daniello, one of the founders of the Carlyle Group. So Mr. Daniello has really focused and breathed into entrepreneurs across the country. My COO, over 300 jumps, Sergeant Major, 31 years, special ops, but has a knack for manufacturers and getting manufacturers to do exactly what he wants them to do. So he's been a great part. Randy has been our attorney, just been keeping things together. James Lewis, this guy has been on Pepsi, Doritos, Cool, Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, and now he wants to work on nSTZY project. Ed, he's been working with an entertainer, an entrepreneur by the name of Rick Ross. He does his marketing as well, and he wants to come on our team because he just fell in love with the Sox at the Super Bowl in Phoenix. And Coach Drea, she's with the NFLPA, and she's also an ER nurse. She fell in love with the Sox because she was on her feet for 12 hours one day. She wore the Sox. She said she took them off, and she wanted to put them back on. That's how comfortable they were. So for us, we're looking for 500K. We're in a growth phase at this point. Our opportunities are piling up. And for us, we're going to need that funding to address those opportunities. Production, 40%, because again, you got to have your product to make sure. Our biggest scare is running out at this point because truly, those are some of the things that we've experienced. And then that lag time from getting them, that's really hard for your customer. Marketing and sales, we're doing some amazing things with our marketing team. We're getting ready to enter into the world of affiliate marketing through AI. So we're really excited about that because when you have those user-generated content videos and then you are on TikTok with TikTok Shop with Buy Now, that's a whole nother animal that is just amazing. And our retail expansion, we're already talking to some key folks and that I'll show here in a minute, and then our team growth, making sure that we can grow this. This picture is my old high school. We were able to sponsor my old high school a couple of years ago, put nSTZY on the floor. All of the kids wore nSTZY socks, and again, good, comfortable cotton socks. But again, my goal is to partner with folks that are passionate about a group of folks that is trying to grow something that probably haven't been done. It's not in the likes of Bombas or Stance. Bombas is a 100 million plus business a year. Stance is 200 million plus business a year. Paratees is a 100 million. So there is a pathway for a sock company to be a 9-figure company. So really quick, who rocks with us? These folks are not under contract, but they do rock with us. From our first athlete that purchased from us was Dame Lillard. He purchased like 3 big orders within a month time frame. I'm like, this can't be real. So we were able to reach out to his agent through our friend Keldon Johnson here in the Spurs. And yep, that was Dame. And Dame wears our socks when he works out. Oh, by the way, Dame gets paid $100 million from Adidas to wear Adidas socks, but he's wearing nSTZY socks. Because why? They're the most comfortable socks. And those were his words. We've been able to have an opportunity to do a presentation for Aaron Andrews and Michael Strahan. So we're pitching to be their official sock and slide brand for their brands. Aaron has every licensing there is for sports under her wear brand. And Michael Strahan, he has quite a few, but he has his MSX brand as well. We were able to pitch to Coach Prime and his team, so that was amazing. That little video right there, it was a hype video that our team created for him. We gifted it to them. Uh, they never gave us thumbs up or thumbs down, so the guy said, "Hey, can we just put it on Instagram?" I said, "Let's see what happened." We put it on Instagram. 15 later, so everybody for Colorado was calling us, "Hey, did y'all get permission to that?" But it's taken off. Yeah, we didn't get. We had to take it down, but within 15 minutes, wow, it created so much buzz. There you go. Coach Becky, she loves our product and loves what we're doing. Of course, Kalu and Diane, Tua's mom and dad, they're just amazing folks, and they really believe in helping folks reach their goals and dreams, especially through NIL. Keldon, he's one of our big fans here in San Antonio. We're always at his camps. Unfortunately, he has a partnership with a shoe and sock company in China, which prevents him from investing and wearing our stuff. But he wears it at home. I know because I've seen it. We have a partnership with Texas Southern University, their football team. Of course, they're Under Armour school. Coach did not supposed to wear that on the field, but he's repping because that's how much he believes in our brand. Again, as Brett said, we have a partnership with Susan G. Komen, near and dear to my heart. My mom passed away from cancer. So for us to be able to have the fighter sock and slide is truly amazing. Had the opportunity to do something for my alma mater, Texas A&M University. That was pretty cool. And for us, that's like full circle moment. Where are we going? We're already in Zoomies. We just got a new purchase order for socks for Zoomies for 50 more stores. We're going to be in Zoomies, and we're going to start a Zoomy Skate. So with Zoomy Skate, it's going to be something that's going to be pretty cool. Just this past 2 days ago, I pitched to Walmart up in Austin during the open call. Looks like we'll be getting invited to Bentonville in September to pitch. So, and then this is the creme de la creme. We did sign a contract with Target, so we'll officially be in Target July the 1st, and we're excited about that. With Target Plus, they have over 80 million weekly consumers that go to Target Plus. If you think about it in the big scheme of things, if we just converted 0.00001 of that 80 million, we're a $40 million company a year. So again, that's why I say we're going to have to really find some folks that want to come on board and help us to scale this thing out. I appreciate y'all's time today. That's it. Any questions? Yeah, so over the past 3.5 years, we did 1.5. Yeah. 3.5. Oh, in total. In total. Yeah, in total.
You go to CBC, obviously.
I do. I do. Any other questions?
It seems like if you get a big order, you should be set. I like this.
Yeah, no, I think again, I think we're at that point to.
They generally don't pay you upfront, though.
Right, they don't pay you upfront. So for us, even for the Target piece of it, I think that's going to be our unicorn, just because there are not many sock brands in Target, and we're positioning ourselves to be one of the premium athletic sock brands for Target. So I think that's going to be a unique opportunity. And then building out our Zoomies. And in the stores that we're going in the stores that you don't really hear anything about them closing down. So we're not talking to Kohl's. Even with our Walmart, it's more maybe Sam's, because Sam's has the more affluent buyer. And then we're able to use our veteran status, and some of our socks, we can make them here right in the U.S. So that'll be a great selling point for our partnerships with Sam. So again, as Brett said, a lot of these folks have came to us, and I think we're getting ready to get to make some socks for Detroit Amp. Ray Nixon is one of our guys for Big Three. He's not playing with Tri-State this year. He's playing with Detroit Amp's new team. So he's asked nSTZY to be the official sock. Drake is making a uniform. So you start seeing, wow, man, that's pretty cool. We just started seeing the opportunities that we might have.
You have low rise?
Pardon?
Low rise?
I do, yeah. And again, yeah. And then, you know, for us, that's a lot of that is the R&D too, because you know the R&D has been me flying to Vietnam, South Korea. You know, that's the R&D. We really haven't had a budget to truly do R&D, but what we've been able to do was create a movement, create a brand that folks really love, and this is all across the country. We've sold in every continent except Antarctica, so we've been able to have a presence all over, and I think, you know, as we continue to grow and have young athletes across the country, where our product's pretty amazing. You know, for example, the other day we had Mason Rudolph's folks reach out to us. If you know Mason Rudolph, he's a new quarterback for Pittsburgh Steelers. Used to be the quarterback. They just brought him back because I think they were going to try to do the whole Aaron Rodgers experiment. Don't think that's going to go off too well. But anyway, just because I said, hey, why did you guys reach out to us? He said, oh, I bought some of your slides and zoomies. I said, oh, very cool. So again, having a player of the magnitude of Mason Rudolph in a city like Pittsburgh repping our product, um, you know, if we can come to terms, that would be pretty cool. So again, I think we have a unique opportunity to not only grow this within the athletic space, but in the first responder space, veteran space. We're getting ready to put in for a contract for DLA for socks for the Army, Marine Corps, Navy. So, and we're going to have those made in North Carolina. So right now we're getting everything together. We got another 2 weeks before we submit it, and we're going to submit that, and we'll see what happens. But again, we have unique opportunities to work, whether it's government contracting, retail, direct to consumer, B2B, licensing. So many opportunities. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all so much.